Okay, here we go. Ernest, thanks for coming in town. Coming in, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're on fire right now.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's taken a lot of hard work.
How old are you?
I'm 30. I just turned 30 in January.
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been going at this seriously since I was like 21.
You're from Nashville. Grew up in
Born
Nashville.
and raised Nashville. Saw you play at Vanderbilt.
Oh, goodness.
Went to church with a gentleman I believe arrested you in college.
Okay.
Stan Boyd.
Perfect.
I feel like I know you.
Small world. Small world. And then
he arrested me too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Perfect. That guy, he's got a good hit list.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, then you know Lauren in The Office.
Yep.
You know, she showed with that
elementary school, going way back.
Did you have an interest in music growing up?
Totally. So when Lauren knew me in third grade, I would have just gotten a banjo for Christmas and the Space Jam soundtrack, and was
Space Jam soundtrack.
Space Jam soundtrack.
That's what
changed my life forever, dude.
No
Sent me down a rabbit hole of good.
What was on that thing?
It would have been Upside Down, Boy, You Turn Me. And then the one that changed my life was the I hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high.
Okay.
He goes, lightning strikes the course, lights get dim, supreme competition. Yeah, so little third grade me is walking around rapping and playing banjo, and I wanted to entertain my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Were you writing stuff? I mean, did you
perform? I was writing like corny poems in my notepads and then trying to put them to music.
Okay.
I'd play the talent show. I'd play like banjo and mandolin in the talent shows.
Really? So I mean, you just knew. I mean,
I was gonna do something with music. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you played baseball too, right?
Baseball. So yeah, I think at the time, like in high school, if you'd asked me, I think my goal was to go play baseball for forever, but I always wanted to do music too. It's like summer baseball, I brought the guitar on the trips with me and freestyling to making fun of all the guys on the team. Yeah. So played college ball for a year.
Didn't you have a heart attack?
Had a heart attack at 19.
From
myocarditis. Yeah, totally fluke. We were like on a great winning streak senior year. And just a random Sunday, woke up with like crazy burning sensation, went to the hospital. They said it was probably allergic, like I was having allergies and an asthma attack, which I'd never had asthma. So whatever, they gave me a breathing treatment, sent me home, and then that night it came back and went back. They did the whole thing, they're like, you're having a heart attack.
Really?
Yeah, so I was out for 2 weeks. And then came back and played against BA at BA over here. And we went on to win the state championship with my dad, who had coached for 46 years at David Lipscomb. It was a storybook ending, dude. It was his like 900th win or something.
No kidding.
Was our championship game.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, and then the heart, no problems since?
No problems, other than self-inflicted injury for the next couple of years. But it's all been good, dude. Yeah, it's all good. When I went back for my checkup like 6 weeks later, they did the scan and all the damage had healed. So
that's nuts.
Yeah.
Heart attack at 19.
Wild.
Well, maybe you get your heart attack out of the way for the rest of your life.
That's what I think. I had mine early on. Yeah, I paid my dues early.
So then after you played JUCO ball then too?
Yeah, I played at Freed Hardman. It's a D2 school in West Tennessee, and my love for baseball has not changed at all. It was just the practice schedule and being in a really shitty town. The combo of being far away from home and
just didn't work.
Nah, it wasn't for me.
Nashville's trying to get a baseball team here.
I would love that.
Nashville Stars.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a what is it? A ambassador?
Are you?
Yeah, ambassador.
They want to build a stadium and have dual purpose shows. I mean, hopefully they get it.
I feel like they could make the sound stadium bigger. Like, I feel like they could add on to that and that be a major league part.
I think they want to try. It's either by TSU or I think they have plans by Nissan Stadium.
So they're gonna do it. You think they'll do it?
I mean the way the town's going, I don't know why they wouldn't.
I wish Mookie hadn't signed such a long deal in LA and let him come back home.
I know. Well, I mean those baseball players get traded left and right. So there's no telling.
Come home, Mookie.
He's building the house.
I know it. I know the house is built. The house is built.
That thing is huge.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So then after JUCO, I mean, is that when you started just doing music?
Yeah, I dropped out. My parents were like skeptical. They saw how much I hated college, so it wasn't like they put up a huge fight.
Yeah.
Like they just kind of gave me a year to figure it out. And in that time, I met my wife, she's my wife now. She wasn't my wife then when I met her, of course. I met her. I became friends with her brother, and then met her through him.
Okay.
And broed down with her dad. And
It's key.
yeah, dude, and he's like 75 at the time. Maybe he was like 70, and he was in this rock band called Bread back in the 70s in LA.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, so he and I hit it off. We'd smoke a joint on the back porch and talk. He was like, I think I'm gonna go look for houses in St. Thomas, and would you like to come with us? And I was like, yes. So he rented a crib in St. Thomas for 6 weeks. And during that 6 weeks, found the spot. I fell in love with the islands. Me and Delaney became official, and I stayed in the islands for a year.
Wait a second. You stayed in, what is that? Is that BVI's?
It's USVI.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Fell in love with it. He found the house, came back home, packed a bigger bag, went back, and me and her brother stayed down there in a 1-bedroom apartment for a year, and I like played.
Doing what?
I would play gigs like
Really?
beach bar, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'd go down to.
How old were you?
Just turned 21.
That had to be a blast.
It was the best because my college experience was so skewed going to a Christian college to start with, anyways. So my college years were really spent like a year and a half in the Virgin Islands, cutting my teeth by playing to like people watching a football game on the TV above me, and I'm just the guy in between them and their game. That was really good training for me now. I'll never play in a worse room than that, never. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it's like the people like downtown, midday on a Wednesday,
Yes.
they're down there playing, and it's
That's
just
a
like,
tough slot.
It's a tough slot. You don't want that time slot.
No. Yeah, and I think overall, like, letting go of whatever that past life was with baseball and stuff,
Sure.
the islands was just everything I needed and able to go forward. Because I did a lot of healthy, I guess, compartmentalizing things that was really confused about before I went to the islands. And yeah, dude, I mean, plus I was tan, I was fit. Those are the days.
those are your best self.
Those are the days. So we came back, and within a year from when my parents said I had to figure it out, I got a publishing deal at Sony ATV. Still bumming. I was living at this time. Me and Delaney were living in her parents' garage over in West Nashville. I was working at Donut Den.
Donut Den.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we started from the bottom, like $20 for gas, but 10's going in the tank. Got to get some bud. Like still on that for a little while, and finally, yeah. So it's amazing now. Whatever, 8, 9, 10 years later, to be breaking through and getting some traction because we've been dreaming this up and building for a long time.
So how'd you get your publishing deal? Were you just writing all the time and just?
Yeah, I had a lot of songs I'd written in the islands. Looking back, I mean, they're kind of trash songs, but each song got me to where I'm at.
Sure.
And I had this one song called Blacked Out that I wrote in college in my dorm room. I was inspired by a previous weekend, and I was writing to a Drake-style instrumental, Drake-type beat on YouTube, and it was a rap. And then Delaney's dad, when I met him, he was like, "This is a great song. You should put it to guitar." So I put it to acoustic guitar. One of my first publishing meetings, I sat down in their office and played that song on acoustic and rapped to them. And they offered me a publishing. They're like, "This isn't country, but there's something. There's something here. Sign this guy.
He'll figure it out."
Yeah, and so after 2, 3, 4 years of speed dating, got to write with everybody in town and figure out kind of what my circle is going to be. That's when I got introduced into the Big Loud Camp through the Warren brothers, who have taken me under their wings the whole time. Met Brian and Tyler, Florida Georgia Line. They've been great to me ever since. And just through that, it's just all connection. I mean, it is a lot about who you know, but a lot of that comes from just luck, being in the right place at the right time, and then showing up when it's your turn.
Uncut with Jay Cutler is brought to you by Progressive. Progressive helps you get a great rate on car insurance, even if it's not with them. They have this nifty comparison tool that puts rates side by side, so you choose a rate and coverages that work for you. Say you're interested in lowering your rate on your car insurance, visit Progressive.com to get a quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's rate, and then their tool will provide options from other companies, all lined up and easy to compare. So that all you have to do is choose the rate and coverages you like. Progressive gives you options so you can make the best choice for you. You could be looking forward to saving money in the near future. More money for, say, a pair of noise-canceling headphones, an Instapot, more puzzles, whatever brings you joy. Get a quote today at Progressive.com. It's one small step you can do today that can make a big impact on your budget tomorrow. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. How do you do your writing process? I mean, does it just come to you? Is it from like personal experience, most of the stuff?
Yeah, personal experience for sure, but like I'm not one of these guys that just has like a ton of titles in my phone. I do have titles in my phone, but like when we start to write, if we're writing right now, I'd probably pick up a guitar and just start freestyling some shit and
just see what happens.
See what sticks.
And it just comes to you.
Yeah.
So you're just,
but not every day, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I do have. It comes in waves. Like not every day is the best day ever, and I definitely enjoy co-writing because, like things that may not be my strong suit may not be a title. Like somebody else bring a title or a concept, and it gives me something. It's tennis.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
Gives you a little inspiration.
Yeah.
Did you think that you were going to get stuck in just writing and not get your shot, or was?
You know, stuck's a funny word because during quarantine, it was like a super forced break for everybody. I'd gone on a rap tour with Mike, like Mike Stud. I was rapping, opening for him.
Really?
Yeah. And then the next tour I went on was Chris Lane, and then the next tour was Mason Ramsey, and then quarantine.
Yeah.
And so this is like, all right, I got to process everything. Yeah. And I'd come to accept that I would be content with just being a writer.
Yeah.
Because it just didn't look like anything else was going to happen if the world shut down. But deep down, it's like I had the itch. If I was just a writer, I'd still go be gigging and playing my songs. So when the world started spinning again, I had several songs that would be this record, and went back to writing, and traction started happening, and now it's like foot on the gas. I'm not gonna stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you got a new album up now?
New album? Yeah.
It's awesome.
Flower Shops.
Congrats.
Thank you.
That thing's got some jams on it.
It's got some jams. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. It's a more mature album than my first one. It's all true. It's all coming from a real place, from love songs to fuck ups to dealing with the fuck ups. And then I think that in country music, we don't have enough male perspective of like the dark side of the drinking culture, where it's like there is all the party scene stuff, but it's like sad country songs are back in the day. It's like, she'll leave you, dog. she'll walk out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I know. So I think that is a good perspective. We got to keep the other side of that coin alive in country music. It's not always happy.
It's not always happy.
No. People need music to hurt to.
Yeah, life's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is what it is. There's highs and lows. There's ups and downs.
Totally.
Were you? I mean, you were kind of your name's been kind of blowing up. Were you worried about this album? Was there more pressure on this one? You felt?
No, I think I think eager would be the word, because my hopes for it was that this would be the one.
Sure.
Because I do feel it's such a strong album. It's like, yes, if this is your introduction to me, I'm good with that. We can go from here.
Yeah.
If it was the Mike Stud tour, I'm good with that too. But if Flower Shops is the opening album, then yeah.
It's a good one. If that is people's opening to you, they're going to be pleasantly surprised and happy.
Yeah.
How'd you get hooked up with Morgan?
Organically through Big Loud.
Yeah.
He right when he started coming around, would have been 2015. Long-haired Morgan was at a Christmas party. We just started broing down and talking at that Christmas party. Followed each other on Instagram, and then later that night, I was scrolling through. Didn't have to go back very far because there wasn't much on it at that time. And I seen him in a black, blue, and gold jersey and what looked like Blackman High School baseball field. I was like, did you play for Gibbs? And he was like, yeah. What year did you graduate? 2011. I was like, bro, we played against each other 2 years in the state tournament. So then I put it all together that he was number 4, Morgan Whalen, because I remember the announcer saying Morgan Whalen, me being like, what kind of fucking name is that? I was pitching against him. But so yeah, we hit it off talking about baseball, and then music, we just happened to land at the same label.
Oh, that's how you guys are at the same label.
We were at the same label. But yeah, it's been 6 or 7 years now.
Who do you want to work with going forward? Who's on your wish list?
I want a song with John Mayer.
You want a song with John Mayer?
I would love. I know that he does cool collaborations, and he did the Crossroads with Keith Urban. I don't know. He's just influenced my style so much. In all lifestyle too. I mean, John Mayer has always been one of my favorites.
You have a wide range, I feel like, of music and people that could want to work with you. I mean you rap, and now John Mayer, and then country, Morgan.
Yeah. But like also like SZA and her, I would love to do a song. That Daniel Caesar song with her is so good. Yeah, it is a wide variety of people.
But I think you're gonna get those opportunities.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
If we can manifest that would be awesome.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's put it out there.
Yeah.
John Mayer, her, anybody else?
Yeah.
Coming.
I'm trying to think, dude. You know what? A John Popper harmonica solo on a song would also be pretty fucking cool.
So you guys you're on tour now? Huh?
Yeah. Right now we're about to finish up on the Chris Lane tour. And then I'm hopping on some dates with Morgan through the end of the year, and gonna probably headline some shows in the SEC markets this fall. We're gonna get it ready to go. But Ernest's coming to an SEC school near you.
That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be a party.
Yeah, I think I'll thrive in those environments.
I think you're definitely gonna thrive.
Yeah.
How many shows are they trying to do?
I don't know, probably 12 or 13. You know, like 4 weekends, and just go hit some schools.
Has it? I mean, like when we opened up, I said you're blowing up. Has it set in yet, or are you just are things going so fast that it's?
Things are going fast. I can definitely tell the difference, like just like at shows, people singing songs and stuff, and there might be a person here or there. It's like, are you Ernest? It's always a funny question.
Yeah, it is a funny question.
just say what you're gonna say. It's me. Exactly. I'm right here.
It's gonna be.
Oh my God, are you Ernest?
Yeah.
No.
Nope, I'm not.
And I don't know why you would think that.
That's going to be. It's just going to get bigger and bigger for you.
That's the plan. I hope so.
You're too damn talented not to.
Well, thank you. It's the balance of wife and kid and blowing up fast is something I'm navigating on the fly.
Yeah.
And they are too. But
how's your wife handling it?
As good as she can. I mean, she's, like I said, she's been there since day one building with me. So it's like, and has believed in me when no one else has. So both of us probably are not surprised because we put in the work. But for it to actually happen and click is something you still have to adjust to when it happens.
And it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and adjustments keep happening. Was there ever a point where you're like, this isn't going to work?
Quarantine. That was like, when I say I accepted I would just be a songwriter, it wasn't like I gave up on my dreams. I think I just, we grew a garden. I was doing everything that had nothing to do with music. And I was like, okay, well, if this is what life is now, I think I can do this. And it was like that second, it was like, glad you accepted that. But shit's about to speed back up again. I'm glad it's happening though. I'm glad.
Oh, I'm sure. It's well deserved.
Thank you.
And you have a podcast too, right?
Just Being Ernest.
Just Being
Trade
Ernest.
you. Yeah, dude. Just Being Ernest. That was another thing that started during quarantine out of sheer boredom. And as a way to just kind of stay in touch. I didn't want to do everybody was doing Instagram Lives, you know? I was like, all right, let's upgrade a little bit. Keith Urban was my second guest.
Strong.
I pulled up to Keith's house with my laptop and a microphone And I was like taking pulls before I went in because I was nervous. And I was like, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing here? I'm about to go interview Keith Urban at his house. I'm in my Ford Fusion, faded. Like, God, no. I go in, microphone problems off rip, dude.
Oh,
because I'm my producer. So
that's how it goes.
Mic problems off rip.
Yep.
I actually recorded that podcast with his vocal coming through a voice note on a cell phone and then mine on a microphone, and I had to go like, yeah, dude, the podcast is really top heavy as far as guests goes. Started out hot.
You still doing it? You still like it?
I love it. Yeah, I've had to take a couple months off just because of tour and whatnot. And now we've got more production, cameras and whatnot. Definitely makes it easier when you can just show up and
do it.
Stuff's running.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the best part now.
Yeah, doing it. I mean, I wouldn't do it if I had to do that.
That's same. That's the only way I can do it is if somebody kind of does it for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would be like, I think I'm just out on this.
Yeah.
So, just touring now, doing it, still writing?
Touring, writing, trying to utilize being on the road for writing and figuring out a way to incorporate the podcast into that setup.
It's a great idea.
Because we're really, with country tours, as you know, it's like usually leave Wednesday or Thursday and you're back Sunday. Mm-hmm. That Monday and Tuesday now is like super valuable.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be family time or like if I have to go write. So adding the podcast into that's really tough. Got to figure out a way to get it done on the weekend, on the road.
On the road, yeah. And I mean, you could do it. I mean, it would be cool. I mean, on the road in different cities.
Yeah, and then your guest options can have.
It changes a lot then.
Totally.
How old, you have one kid?
One kid.
How old?
10 months old.
Oh gosh, you're in it.
Into the thick of it.
Yeah.
The dude's not a good sleeper.
What's his name?
Ryman.
Ryman, I like that.
Yeah, Ryman St. Smith is his name. And he is the happiest baby.
Sure.
Good hang.
Yep.
Pretty smart.
Okay.
Social. Sucks at sleeping.
Sucks.
Yeah.
And that's hard. I've got 3, and first one was good. The second one, I don't think he sleeps any. He's like a ninja.
Is the first one boy or girl?
Boy.
Okay.
Boy, girl.
Is the girl a good sleeper?
She's phenomenal sleeper.
I've heard that girls are better sleepers.
I mean, I have to wake her up for school about every day.
Oh gosh.
I mean, she'll sleep. Jackson, the middle one, he was a terrible sleeper. I bet it was a year, maybe a year and a half, that he would get out of his bed like every single night and come into our room. And I'd take him back and take him back and take him back. And now, I hope he doesn't watch these. He doesn't watch these.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Thanks.
But they're losing teeth now.
Oh yeah, that's a thing too.
Yeah.
God.
So you have to be the tooth fairy, and I mean the kid's a ninja.
Oh
so
yeah.
I mean, I step 1 foot in there. He's like, "Daddy, what's up?"
What's going
on?
on?
And I'm like, "Why aren't you asleep? It's 3 o'clock in the morning,
You have to
bro."
dress like a fairy. Shh, go back to bed.
So I've got him.
Fairy.
Well, he was convinced that I was a tooth fairy because. Just because he's a little ninja smart. And I've got him convinced now, I'm like, just leave it on your dresser instead of under your pillow so that...
You ain't got to do all this stuff. It's a little bit easier.
I go, just make it easy on the tooth fairy. They've got to get in and out. They got a bunch of houses.
Yeah.
But those things, and then Santa Claus, like you've got all that stuff coming for you.
I'm excited. He just had his first Christmas, but he was like just old enough to be crinkling paper.
Sure.
This next year, he'll I think get more of the.
They've got an app, and do you hunt?
No. I don't have anything against hunting. I just haven't had time. I like shooting guns.
Okay. So we've got these deer cameras, and Jackson and Camden were like, "Hey, like let's set a deer camera up and catch Santa Claus."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Damn, I don't really want to do this."
Because you got to go deep now.
Yeah, you got to figure. It's all different level. So. We set it up, and I was like, shit, like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. And then I found this app, and you could take a picture, and they transfer a Santa Claus onto it. And, you can shade it, you can darken it. So I did all this stuff,
There's an app to basically help parents absolutely brutally lie to their kids.
That's exactly what it is. And
amazing.
I'll show you this damn thing. I mean, that's the first question they asked. They came downstairs and they're like, "Hey, did we get Santa Claus on camera?" I'm like,
Y'all are gonna be problems.
Yeah, you guys are ruthless animals. And I was like, "Yeah, we did." And it looks pretty damn good.
That's incredible. Dude. That's just an app for that. So there's an app for catching Santa Claus.
There's an app for, yes. And so I showed him this, and I mean, they're all in on Santa Claus now. I mean,
there's a number. He was in my house.
Yeah, I mean, they might believe in Santa Claus till they're 30, which I'm fine with. But
let that go.
But we did it. We figured it out.
I found my dog eating the reindeer food when I was like 8 years old, then called bullshit on the whole thing. I said, Tog is the reindeer. You can't fool me anymore.
Yeah, it's fun. Do you guys want to have any more kids?
Right this second? No. No. But yeah, maybe. I mean, Delaney her eyes would be rolling to the back of her head if I said yes to that question right now because of how tired we are sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think there's benefits in siblings for sure.
Yeah.
And somewhat close to the same age.
You have a brother?
Range. I have a 22-year-old brother who's like 6'7".
Jeez.
We're both adopted from different families.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I was like, God.
You got screwed.
Dude, I was about to say, if I was his size, I'd be in the big leagues right now. I'd be a Dodger.
Okay. You're playing tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm going to pop up and do flower shops with Morgan tonight.
That's going to be a blast.
It's going to be awesome. My first time playing in Bridgestone.
Yeah, that place is going to be rocking tonight.
Yeah, it's going to get loud.
Are you playing Friday?
No, I head to Atlanta tomorrow, finish out the Chris Lane tour this weekend.
Gotcha. I'm going to go Friday.
That's going to be, I mean, every night's going to be awesome. Special guests.
Somebody else, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where can people find you?
At Ernest on Instagram. It's at Ernest615 on Twitter. Still working on getting the Ernest handle on Twitter.
They won't give it? Somebody have it?
Somebody's got it, I guess. They're holding out on me.
That's the worst.
Yeah, but Ernest on social media and Spotify, iTunes, all that. And now on the radio.
New album's out. Download it, buy it, however you do it.
Yeah.
You're going to be on tours here soon.
Yeah.
SEC towns, and I'm sure that your name is going to be kind of everywhere the next year.
We'll see. We're going to try to put it there.
I know you're making it happen. So
thanks, dude. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, I appreciate you coming down. I know you're busy as hell.
Well, this is awesome.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, that is a wrap on Ernest. He was fun. He's going on tour. He's playing with Morgan. He's playing with, I think he's wrapping up that other tour. His album's out. Check it out. Check out his podcast. I think you're going to see big things from him to come. I think he's one of those crossover guys. He's going to write with a bunch of people. He's going to sing with a bunch of people. And he's going to keep doing his thing. But awesome dude. Genuine, authentic, super nice. That was fun. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. Let me know how we're doing. If you got any guests that we should do. We've got some fun ones coming up, I think. And we'll keep doing this thing. That's a wrap. Thanks.